Hello, I have a question from V, who wants to know if she is an empath. And the card that came up in response to her question is this one here, which is about releasing fear and pain. Well, so first of all, what do we mean by an empath? And that's a term that's in common usage now in modern spirituality to refer to a highly sensitive individual who is perhaps very sensitive both to their own emotional levels, but also especially to the emotions of other people, to the extent that they find it difficult to function in the world, and to the extent that they become very overwhelmed with those other people's energies and emotions. And so much so that the empath's journey is one where they have to learn how to manage their own energy field, how to release those overwhelming energies from other people, and how to set energetic boundaries so that they can live a more comfortable existence. And so the other thing about being an empath is it's associated with a very specific form of intuition called Clare Sentience, which means clear feeling. And that is the ability to intuitively tune into emotional levels. So in actual fact, my answer to anyone who would ask the question, am I an empath, is yes. The reason being that we are all spirit, we're all pure beings of pure consciousness, and we all have bodies. And the bodies are communicate to us through emotions, and we are able to understand what our body is going through by tapping into the emotions. So everyone has it. Everyone has clairsentience, and everyone is an empath. But I guess not everybody goes through that very intense journey and has that as a focus. And so let's take a look at you, V, and give you some specific information that relates to you. And what I'm seeing, actually, and it has to do with management of your energy field, because what I'm seeing is happening with you is that you're having a tendency to keep your energy field very spread out. So you're not sort of modulating where your aura is. And it's very common. A lot of people, when they drive a car, they'll take up the whole car. Or when they enter a room, they'll take up the whole room. But what happens when you do that is the entire contents of the room are now encased within your energy field. So if there's 10 people in there, or if you're in a supermarket and there's 100 people in there, or if you're at a concert and there's 1,000 people in there, and you spread your energy field out to include that whole physical space, you're going to experience every other person that's in that space. And that's what can become overwhelming. And so what I'm seeing for you would be a really great idea is to learn some techniques such as grounding and such as how to be in conscious control of your energy field so that you can release the foreign energy and so that you can be aware of when you're doing that. So that if you're out in nature, you can be open in that way. But if you're in an elevator, you might not want to be sharing everybody's emotions and feelings. So are you an empath, V? Absolutely you are. But it just looks like the reason you're asking that question is that because you're going through some stuff that is overwhelming. And I'm seeing with some energy management techniques and learning to meditate that you could get that under control. The other thing I'm seeing with you, by the way, is it's not just clairsentience. There's other gifts opening up as well. And one of the ones I'm seeing is a challenge for you at the moment is the Crown Chakra. And that's the one that relates to your knowingness and your transmediumship. And I'm also seeing that you're suffering with a lot of foreign energy there that's adding to your confusion and your overwhelm. So very important perhaps for you to learn how to meditate and some specific energy management techniques. And you might consider checking out my course, Unlock Your Intuition, because we spend a lot of time on that course helping people understand how to get their gifts under control and how to not be overwhelmed by all of this extrasensory input. I hope that's helped you, V, and anyone else that's watching this that empathizes with being an empath. And if you want to send a question to me, please do. You're welcome to. There is a form that you can fill out to apply to have a video reading done. And if you enjoy these mini teachings, you can have a mini spiritual teaching sent to your inbox every week, where I channel a general teaching based on information coming through these cards. And there's a link for that too. Trying to press stop record here. Oh, here we go.